Have you ever arrived at an airport with a calm smile and a perfect plan only to discover that your flight was delayed and your suitcase had disappeared?
That is the kind of moment when even confident travelers can suddenly forget every English word they know.
Exactly. You may know how to say hello and thank you. You may even know how to order food. But when something goes wrong, your mind can become completely blank.
Today, we are going to make those stressful moments feel much easier. Welcome to the Daily English Podcast. I am Grace, and I am here with Noah.
Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be here. Our topic today is common travel problems, and I think this is one of the most useful topics for anyone who wants to travel with more confidence.
It really is. Travel can be exciting and beautiful. You can discover new places. You can meet interesting people. You can taste food that you have never tried before. But travel can also surprise you in difficult ways.
A train can be canceled. A hotel room can be different from the photos. A taxi driver can take you to the wrong place. You can lose your passport. You can miss a connection. You can even stand in front of the wrong gate while feeling completely sure that you are in the right place.
That last one sounds very specific, Noah.
It may have happened to me.
I knew it.
I was sitting near a gate and feeling very relaxed. I had coffee. I had snacks. I even thought I was being a very organized traveler. Then I looked at the screen and realized that my flight was leaving from another gate on the opposite side of the airport.
How much time did you have?
Not much. I ran through the airport while carrying a bag that suddenly felt as heavy as a washing machine.
That is a perfect travel problem because it shows something important. Problems often feel bigger when we do not know what to say or what to do. Clear language can help us stay calm and find a solution.
So this episode is not about being a perfect traveler.
Not at all. It is about being prepared. You will hear natural English for real situations. You will learn how people explain a problem. You will also hear how they ask for help and how they respond when the first answer is not enough.
That is important because sometimes a simple question does not solve everything. You may need to ask again. You may need to explain more clearly. You may need to stay polite while also showing that the problem is urgent.
We will keep the English practical and easy to follow. You do not need to understand every single word immediately. Listen for the situation first. Notice the tone. Pay attention to the useful expressions that appear more than once.
And imagine that you are there. Imagine that you are at the airport or the hotel or the train station. Think about what you would say before you hear our answer.
That small habit can improve your English listening practice and your English speaking practice at the same time. It helps you think in English instead of translating every sentence in your head.
Let us ask everyone a quick question. What travel problem would make you feel the most nervous?
Would it be a lost bag? A delayed flight? A missing reservation? A problem with your room? Or maybe getting lost in a city where you do not know anyone?
For me, it would be losing my passport. I would probably check every pocket 5 times and then check the same pockets again.
Many people do that. The first useful step is to pause, take one slow breath, look at the facts, then explain the problem in a simple way.
So instead of saying everything at once, I could start with something clear like I cannot find my passport.
Exactly. Simple English is often the strongest English during a stressful moment. You do not need a long speech. You need a clear sentence and a calm voice.
That already makes me feel better.
Good. And remember that travel problems happen to experienced travelers too. Missing a train does not mean that you are careless. Asking for help does not mean that your English is weak. It means that you are solving a real problem in real life.
I like that idea. Every difficult moment can become a useful English conversation.
Yes, it can also become a story that you laugh about later.
Like running across an airport with a washing machine on your shoulder.
Exactly like that.
So stay with us, because we are going to enter a very realistic travel situation. A traveler has just arrived after a long journey. He is tired and ready to leave the airport. Then he reaches the baggage area and notices that almost everyone has collected a suitcase.
The belt becomes empty. The room becomes quieter. His bag is nowhere to be seen. He looks around and sees the airline service desk nearby.
He knows that he needs help. He also knows that this is the moment to stay calm and explain the problem clearly.
He walks toward the desk and begins with one simple sentence that can change the whole situation.
"Excuse me, I need some help. My suitcase did not arrive."
I am sorry to hear that. I can help you with this. Which flight were you on?
I was on flight 718 from Madrid.
Thank you. Did you arrive on the flight that landed about 40 minutes ago?
Yes. I waited beside the baggage belt until it stopped. Everyone else collected their bags. Mine never appeared.
I understand. Let us check the information together. May I see your boarding pass and your baggage claim ticket?
Of course. Here is my boarding pass. I think this small sticker is the baggage claim ticket.
Yes. That is exactly what I need. Thank you. Please give me a moment while I look up the baggage number.
No problem. I am just a little worried because I have clothes and some important things in that suitcase.
That makes sense. I will do my best to locate it. What does your suitcase look like?
It is a large, dark blue suitcase. It has 4 wheels and a gray handle.
Does it have any special marks or labels?
Yes. There is a yellow ribbon tied around the top handle. There is also a small scratch near one of the wheels.
That is useful. Is your name written on the luggage tag?
Yes. My name and phone number are on the tag. My hotel address is not there because I booked the hotel after I packed.
That is not a problem. We can add your hotel address to the report. Do you remember the brand of the suitcase?
I believe it is Travel Way. The name is printed near the front pocket.
Thank you. I have found the baggage record. It looks like your suitcase was scanned in Madrid. It was not scanned when your flight arrived here.
What does that mean? Is it still in Madrid?
It may still be there. It could also be in the transfer area at this airport. Sometimes a bag misses the correct connection and arrives on a later flight.
I see. Do you know when I might get it back?
I cannot give you an exact time yet. Most delayed bags arrive within 1 or 2 days. We will contact you as soon as we have more information.
1 or 2 days. Feels like a long time. I have an important meeting tomorrow morning, and my formal clothes are inside the suitcase.
I understand why that is stressful. We can note that the bag contains items you need urgently. The airline may also cover reasonable, essential purchases while you wait.
What kind of purchases do you mean?
Basic clothing and personal care items are usually included. You should keep every receipt. The final amount depends on the airline policy and the details of your case.
So, I can buy a shirt and some toiletries if I need them.
Yes. Keep the purchases practical and necessary. You can submit the receipts with your claim later.
That helps. What do I need to do now?
First, I need to create a missing baggage report. I will ask for your contact details and the address where you are staying.
All right. I am staying at the Riverside Hotel near the Central Station.
Could you spell the hotel name for me?
Riverside. It is Riverside Hotel.
Thank you. Do you know the street address?
I have it on my phone. It is 24 Lake Street.
Great. How long will you stay at that hotel?
I will be there for 3 nights. After that, I will travel to another city.
Please give us the second address as soon as you know it. If your suitcase arrives after you leave the first hotel, then we will need the new delivery location.
Can the suitcase be delivered directly to the hotel?
Yes. Once we locate it, we can normally arrange delivery. The hotel reception can accept it for you if you are not there.
That is good. I was afraid I would need to return to the airport.
In most cases, you will not need to come back. We will send updates by text message or email.
Please use both if possible. My phone sometimes has poor service when I travel.
That is fine. What is the best phone number for you?
My number is on the luggage tag. Can you use that one?
Yes, I can see it here. Is this number active in this country?
Yes. I added an international travel plan before I left home.
Perfect. What email address should we use?
Please use the same email address that is connected to my flight booking.
I have it on the screen. I will read it back to make sure it is correct.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. I am now adding the description of your suitcase. Large, dark blue suitcase. 4 wheels. Gray handle. Yellow ribbon. Small scratch near one wheel. Travel Way brand.
That is right. There is also a small front pocket with a silver zipper.
I will add that too. Was the suitcase locked?
Yes. It has a built-in number lock.
Do not give me the code. We only need to know that it is locked.
Good. I was about to tell you.
I am glad you stopped. Personal security is important even when you are asking for help.
Definitely. Is there anything else you need to know about the bag?
I need an approximate value of the suitcase and the items inside it.
That is difficult. I have never added everything together.
An estimate is fine for the first report. Think about the suitcase itself and the clothing and other personal items.
The suitcase was about $100. The clothes and shoes may be worth around $600. I also have a small electric shaver and a few books inside.
Were there any medicines or valuable electronics in the suitcase?
No. I kept my medicine and laptop in my hand luggage.
That was a good decision. Important medicine and valuable electronics should stay with you whenever possible.
I usually do that because I worry about exactly this kind of problem.
You prepared well. Even careful travelers can experience delayed baggage.
I am trying to stay calm. I am tired, and I have been awake for almost 20 hours.
I understand. We are nearly finished. I have created the report, and the system has given us a reference number.
Should I write it down?
I will print it for you. I will also send it by email. Keep the reference number because you will need it when you check the status of your bag.
Can I check the status online?
Yes. The website address is on this paper. Enter your last name and the reference number. The page will show any new updates.
What should I do if there is no update tomorrow?
You can check again later in the day. You can also call the baggage service number on the form. If you call, then explain that you already filed a report and give the reference number first.
Will someone answer at any time?
The phone service is open from 6 in the morning until midnight. The online system is available all day.
Thank you. I feel much better now that I know what to do.
You are welcome. I know this is frustrating. We will begin tracing the suitcase immediately.
Is there a chance that someone took it by mistake?
That can happen. A passenger may collect a similar bag without noticing. Your yellow ribbon will make your suitcase easier to identify.
I am glad I added it. I almost removed it because I thought it looked a little silly.
Today, that yellow ribbon may be the most fashionable item at the airport.
You know what, I completely agree.
Before you leave, please check the report carefully. Make sure your name and contact details and hotel address are correct.
My name is correct. The phone number is correct. The hotel address is correct too.
Excellent. Please sign at the bottom of the page.
Done. Do I keep this copy?
Yes. Keep it with your travel documents. The airline representative may ask to see it when you request payment for essential purchases.
I will take a photo of it as well in case I lose the paper.
That is a smart idea.
I have one more question. My suitcase contains a suit for tomorrow. Could the airline help me rent one instead of buying new clothes?
The policy for rented clothing can be different. Call the claims number before you rent anything expensive. Explain your situation and ask what costs can be approved.
That makes sense. I do not want to create another problem while solving this one.
Exactly. Buy only what you truly need and keep the receipts. Ask for approval when the cost may be high.
All right. I will buy a few basic things tonight and check the online page before I go to sleep.
That sounds like a good plan. You may receive a message sooner than you expect.
I hope so. Thank you for being patient and explaining everything clearly.
It is my pleasure. I am sorry that your trip started this way. I hope the rest of your journey is smooth.
So do I. At least I still have my passport and my phone.
And you have your baggage reference number.
Yes. That may be the most important piece of paper in my life tonight.
Keep it safe and enjoy a quiet evening if you can.
I will try. Thank you again.
You are welcome. We will contact you as soon as your suitcase is found.
I will be waiting for that message. That conversation felt very real because the traveler did not begin with a long explanation. He started with a simple sentence. "Excuse me, I need some help. My suitcase did not arrive."
That is one of the most useful lessons from the whole situation. When you feel stressed, you do not need perfect English. You only need a clear beginning that tells the other person what happened.
I also noticed that he did not say my suitcase is lost forever. He said my suitcase did not arrive. That sounds calmer and more accurate because nobody knew where the bag was yet.
Exactly. The word delayed is often better than lost at the beginning. A delayed bag may arrive on a later flight. A lost bag may sound as if nobody can find it at all.
So at the service desk, I could say my bag did not arrive. I could also say my suitcase is missing. Are both natural?
Yes. Both are natural and easy to understand. My bag did not arrive focuses on what happened at the baggage belt. My suitcase is missing focuses on the problem you are facing now.
The staff member then asked, "Which flight were you on?" That is a very common travel question.
It is. You can answer with the flight number and the place you came from. For example, I was on flight 420 from Bangkok.
The traveler also explained that he waited until the baggage belt stopped. That detail showed that he had not left too early.
Right. In a real problem, details can help the other person understand the situation faster. You can say, "I waited until the belt stopped." You can also say, "Everyone collected their bags, but mine never appeared."
I like that phrase, "but mine never appeared." It is simple, but it gives a very clear picture.
It does? The word mine replaces my suitcase. You might say, "Everyone received their meal, but mine never arrived." You might also say the hotel gave everyone a room key, but mine did not work.
Then the staff member asked for the boarding pass and the baggage claim ticket. That small ticket is easy to forget.
Yes. The baggage claim ticket is usually given to you when you check your suitcase. It may be attached to your boarding pass or travel document. It has a number that helps the airline trace your bag.
So, a smart traveler should keep that ticket until the suitcase is safely collected.
Definitely. Do not throw it away as soon as you land. Keep it with your passport and boarding pass until your journey is complete.
The traveler said, "I think this small sticker is the baggage claim ticket." That was useful because he was not completely sure.
That sentence is a good example of how to speak when you are uncertain. You can say, "I think this is the correct form." You can say, "I believe this is my booking number." You can also ask, "Is this what you need?"
I noticed that the staff member kept saying, "Please give me a moment and thank you." Those expressions made the conversation calmer.
Polite language matters during stressful travel problems. It does not make the problem disappear, but it helps both people work together. A calm tone often leads to a clearer conversation.
The next important step was describing the suitcase. The traveler gave the color and size first.
That is the best order. Start with the main details. Say it is a large dark blue suitcase. Then add features, such as 4 wheels or a gray handle.
After that, he mentioned a yellow ribbon and a scratch near one wheel. Those details made the bag easier to identify.
Exactly. A special mark can be more helpful than the color alone. Many travelers carry black or blue suitcases. A ribbon or bright luggage tag can make your bag stand out.
What does stand out mean here?
It means to be easy to notice because something looks different from the things around it. A yellow ribbon stands out among many dark suitcases. A red umbrella stands out in a crowd of black umbrellas.
The staff member then asked whether the name was written on the luggage tag. That sounds like another reason to add contact information before traveling.
Yes. A luggage tag should include enough information to help someone contact you. You may include your name and phone number. You can also add an email address.
The traveler did not have the hotel address on the tag because he booked the hotel later. The staff member said that was not a problem.
That response is useful in many situations. "That is not a problem" tells the traveler that there is still a solution. You might hear it at a hotel or train station or car rental desk.
Then we heard the phrase, "It looks like your suitcase was scanned in Madrid." Why did the staff member say it looks like instead of saying it was definitely there?
Because the computer showed some information, but the staff member did not know every detail. "It looks like" is a careful way to explain what the evidence suggests. It leaves space for more information later.
So I could say it looks like the train is delayed when I see a delay on the screen.
Exactly. You could also say, "It looks like the hotel has changed our room." It is a natural phrase when something appears to be true, but you are still checking.
The traveler asked, "Is it still in Madrid?" That was a direct question, but it was not rude.
Direct questions can be polite when your tone is calm. You can ask, "Is my bag still at the first airport?" You can ask, "Could it arrive on a later flight?" Both questions help you understand what may happen.
I also liked the question, "Do you know when I might get it back?" The word "might" made the question softer.
Yes. It also showed that the traveler understood that the staff member might not have an exact answer. Another natural question is, "When can I expect an update?" That is useful when the final solution is not available yet.
The staff member said most delayed bags arrive within 1 or 2 days. Then she explained that the airline would contact him.
That gave the traveler a realistic expectation. During a travel problem, it helps to ask, "What will happen next?" You can ask, "How will you contact me?" You can ask, "Should I call you or wait for a message?"
Then the traveler explained why the delay was especially difficult. He had an important meeting, and his formal clothes were in the suitcase.
That was important because urgent needs can change the kind of help you receive. He did not simply say this is terrible. He explained the practical problem clearly.
So instead of showing only emotion, I should explain the effect of the problem.
Exactly. You might say my medicine is inside the bag. You might say I need my work clothes tomorrow morning. A clear reason helps the staff understand your situation.
The staff member then talked about reasonable, essential purchases. That phrase may sound difficult to some learners.
Let us make it simple. Essential purchases are things you truly need while you wait. They may include basic clothing, or a toothbrush, or soap.
And reasonable means the cost should not be too high.
Correct. Buying one simple shirt may be reasonable. Buying several luxury outfits would probably not be reasonable. The exact rule depends on the airline policy.
The most practical advice was, keep every receipt.
Yes. A receipt proves what you bought and how much you paid. Without it, the airline may not be able to return the money to you.
The traveler asked, what kind of purchases do you mean? That was a good follow-up question.
Follow-up questions are very useful when the first answer is too general. You can ask, could you give me an example? You can also ask, what exactly can I buy?
Later, the staff member created a missing baggage report. The traveler had to give his hotel address and contact details.
That report is important because it creates an official record of the problem. It also gives you a reference number. You use that number whenever you check the case.
I noticed that the traveler asked, can the suitcase be delivered directly to the hotel? That could save a lot of time.
It can. Never assume that you must return to the airport. Ask whether the airline can deliver the bag to your hotel or another address.
The staff member asked, how long will you stay at that hotel? That question mattered because the traveler planned to visit another city.
Travel plans can change while the airline is looking for your bag. Give the most accurate address you have. Then update the airline if you move somewhere else.
The traveler asked for updates by text message and email. That was smart, because phone service can be unreliable during a trip.
Yes. You can say, please contact me by email if you cannot reach me by phone. You can also ask, can you send updates in both ways?
There was also an important security moment. The traveler almost shared the code for his suitcase lock.
The staff member stopped him because she did not need that private information. This is a useful reminder. Give only the information that is necessary.
The traveler also kept medicine and a laptop in his hand luggage. That decision reduced the damage caused by the missing suitcase.
Exactly. Valuable items and important medicine should stay close to you. Good preparation cannot prevent every travel problem. It can make the problem much easier to manage.
Near the end, the staff member said, we are nearly finished. That sounded reassuring.
It did. The traveler was tired after a long flight. A short update like that helped him know that the process would not continue forever.
Then he received the reference number and learned how to check the status online.
The phrase check the status means look for the newest information about your case. You can check the status of a flight. You can check the status of a visa application. You can check the status of delayed baggage.
The traveler asked, what should I do if there is no update tomorrow? That is another strong question, because it creates a backup plan.
Yes. A backup plan tells you what to do when the first plan does not work. Ask, when should I call again? Ask, who should I contact if nothing changes?
The staff member told him to explain that he had already filed a report. What does filed a report mean?
It means that he officially gave the information and the airline recorded it. You may also file a complaint or file a claim. In this situation, the report started the search for the suitcase.
The traveler checked every detail before signing. That part may feel slow, but it can prevent more problems.
A wrong phone number or hotel address could delay the delivery. Always read the form carefully. Ask the staff member to correct anything that is not accurate.
Taking a photo of the report was another useful idea.
Paper can be lost or damaged while you travel. A clear photo gives you a backup copy. You can also save the reference number in your phone.
The final question was about renting formal clothes. The staff member told him to ask before spending a large amount.
That was careful advice. When a purchase may be expensive, you should ask for approval first. You can say, "Will the airline cover this cost?" You can also say, "Do I need permission before I buy this?"
I like how the traveler stayed polite, but he still asked everything he needed to know.
That is the balance we want. Being polite does not mean being silent. You can stay calm and continue asking questions until the process is clear.
Let us give everyone a quick recap. First, explain the problem with one simple sentence. Then give the flight details and show the baggage ticket.
After that, describe the suitcase clearly. Give the delivery address and contact information. Ask when you can expect an update.
Keep the reference number and every receipt. Check the report before you leave. Ask what costs may be covered.
Most importantly, remember that simple English can solve a complicated travel problem. You do not need to sound perfect. You need to help the other person understand what happened and what you need.
And soon we are going to return to that airport desk and hear the same situation again with fresh attention. This time, the useful expressions will feel more familiar because you already understand why they matter.
Before we continue with new examples, let us listen to the airport conversation one more time. This time, notice how the traveler explains the problem. Listen for the questions about the suitcase. Pay attention to the expressions that help both people stay calm and find a solution.
Excuse me. I need some help. My suitcase did not arrive.
I am sorry to hear that. I can help you with this. Which flight were you on?
I was on flight 718 from Madrid.
Thank you. Did you arrive on the flight that landed about 40 minutes ago?
Yes. I waited beside the baggage belt until it stopped. Everyone else collected their bags. Mine never appeared.
I understand. Let us check the information together. May I see your boarding pass and your baggage claim ticket?
Of course. Here is my boarding pass. I think this small sticker is the baggage claim ticket.
Yes. That is exactly what I need. Thank you. Please give me a moment while I look up the baggage number.
No problem. I am just a little worried because I have clothes and some important things in that suitcase.
That makes sense. I will do my best to locate it. What does your suitcase look like?
It is a large, dark blue suitcase. It has 4 wheels and a gray handle.
Does it have any special marks or labels?
Yes. There is a yellow ribbon tied around the top handle. There is also a small scratch near one of the wheels.
That is useful. Is your name written on the luggage tag?
Yes. My name and phone number are on the tag. My hotel address is not there because I booked the hotel after I packed.
That is not a problem. We can add your hotel address to the report. Do you remember the brand of the suitcase?
I believe it is Travelway. The name is printed near the front pocket.
Thank you. I have found the baggage record. It looks like your suitcase was scanned in Madrid. It was not scanned when your flight arrived here.
What does that mean? Is it still in Madrid?
It may still be there. It could also be in the transfer area at this airport. Sometimes a bag misses the correct connection and arrives on a later flight.
I see. Do you know when I might get it back?
I cannot give you an exact time yet. Most delayed bags arrive within 1 or 2 days. We will contact you as soon as we have more information.
1 or 2 days? Feels like a long time. I have an important meeting tomorrow morning, and my formal clothes are inside the suitcase.
I understand why that is stressful. We can note that the bag contains items you need urgently. The airline may also cover reasonable essential purchases while you wait.
What kind of purchases do you mean?
Basic clothing and personal care items are usually included. You should keep every receipt. The final amount depends on the airline policy and the details of your case.
So I can buy a shirt and some toiletries if I need them.
Yes. Keep the purchases practical and necessary. You can submit the receipts with your claim later.
That helps. What do I need to do now?
First, I need to create a missing baggage report. I will ask for your contact details and the address where you are staying.
All right. I am staying at the Riverside Hotel near the Central Station.
Could you spell the hotel name for me?
Riverside. It is Riverside Hotel.
Thank you. Do you know the street address?
I have it on my phone. It is 24 Lake Street.
Great. How long will you stay at that hotel?
I will be there for 3 nights. After that, I will travel to another city.
Please give us the second address as soon as you know it. If your suitcase arrives after you leave the first hotel, then we will need the new delivery location.
Can the suitcase be delivered directly to the hotel?
Yes. Once we locate it, we can normally arrange delivery. The hotel reception can accept it for you if you are not there.
That is good. I was afraid I would need to return to the airport.
In most cases, you will not need to come back. We will send updates by text message or email.
Please use both if possible. My phone sometimes has poor service when I travel.
That is fine. What is the best phone number for you?
My number is on the luggage tag. Can you use that one?
Yes. I can see it here. Is this number active in this country?
Yes. I added an international travel plan before I left home.
Perfect. What email address should we use?
Please use the same email address that is connected to my flight booking.
I have it on the screen. I will read it back to make sure it is correct.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. I am now adding the description of your suitcase. Large dark blue suitcase. 4 wheels. Gray handle. Yellow ribbon. Small scratch near one wheel. Travelway brand.
That is right. There is also a small front pocket with a silver zipper.
I will add that too. Was the suitcase locked?
Yes. It has a built-in number lock.
Do not give me the code. We only need to know that it is locked.
Good. I was about to tell you.
I am glad you stopped. Personal security is important even when you are asking for help.
Definitely. Is there anything else you need to know about the bag?
I need an approximate value of the suitcase and the items inside it.
That is difficult. I have never added everything together.
An estimate is fine for the first report. Think about the suitcase itself and the clothing and other personal items.
The suitcase was about $100. The clothes and shoes may be worth around $600. I also have a small electric shaver and a few books inside.
Were there any medicines or valuable electronics in the suitcase?
No. I kept my medicine and laptop in my hand luggage.
That was a good decision. Important medicine and valuable electronics should stay with you whenever possible.
I usually do that because I worry about exactly this kind of problem.
You prepared well. Even careful travelers can experience delayed baggage.
I am trying to stay calm. I am tired and I have been awake for almost 20 hours.
I understand. We are nearly finished. I have created the report. and the system has given us a reference number.
Should I write it down?
I will print it for you. I will also send it by email. Keep the reference number because you will need it when you check the status of your bag.
Can I check the status online?
Yes. The website address is on this paper. Enter your last name and the reference number. The page will show any new updates.
What should I do if there is no update tomorrow?
You can check again later in the day. You can also call the baggage service number on the form. If you call, then explain that you already filed a report and give the reference number first.
Will someone answer at any time?
The phone service is open from 6 in the morning until midnight. The online system is available all day.
Thank you. I feel much better now that I know what to do.
You are welcome. I know this is frustrating. We will begin tracing the suitcase immediately.
Is there a chance that someone took it by mistake?
That can happen. A passenger may collect a similar bag without noticing. Your yellow ribbon will make your suitcase easier to identify.
I am glad I added it. I almost removed it because I thought it looked a little silly.
Today, that yellow ribbon may be the most fashionable item at the airport.
You know what? I completely agree.
Before you leave, please check the report carefully. Make sure your name and contact details and hotel address are correct.
My name is correct. The phone number is correct. The hotel address is correct too.
Excellent. Please sign at the bottom of the page.
Done. Do I keep this copy?
Yes. Keep it with your travel documents. The airline representative may ask to see it when you request payment for essential purchases.
I will take a photo of it as well in case I lose the paper.
That is a smart idea.
I have one more question. My suitcase contains a suit for tomorrow. Could the airline help me rent one instead of buying new clothes?
The policy for rented clothing can be different. Call the claims number before you rent anything expensive. Explain your situation and ask what costs can be approved.
That makes sense. I do not want to create another problem while solving this one.
Exactly. Buy only what you truly need and keep the receipts. Ask for approval when the cost may be high.
All right. I will buy a few basic things tonight and check the online page before I go to sleep.
That sounds like a good plan. You may receive a message sooner than you expect.
I hope so. Thank you for being patient and explaining everything clearly.
It is my pleasure. I am sorry that your trip started this way. I hope the rest of your journey is smooth.
So do I. At least I still have my passport and my phone.
And you have your baggage reference number.
Yes. That may be the most important piece of paper in my life tonight.
Keep it safe and enjoy a quiet evening if you can.
I will try. Thank you again.
You are welcome. We will contact you as soon as your suitcase is found.
I will be waiting for that message. Hearing it again made the conversation feel much easier to follow. I could clearly hear the problem. Then I could hear each step toward the solution.
That is why listening again is so valuable. During the first listen, you may focus on the story. During the second listen, you begin to notice the language and the structure.
Let us begin with the first pattern. I need some help.
This pattern is direct and polite. You can use it in many travel situations. You can say, I need some help with my reservation. You can say, I need some help finding the correct platform. You can also say, I need some help with this ticket machine.
Can I make it softer by saying, could you help me?
Yes. Could you help me is another excellent choice. You can also say, excuse me. Could you help me with something?
Let me try a travel example. Excuse me. Could you help me find gate 12?
Very good. Another example is, excuse me. Could you help me understand this train schedule?
The next pattern was, my suitcase did not arrive.
This uses the simple past because the expected event did not happen. The suitcase was supposed to arrive after the flight. It did not arrive.
So I could say my airport transfer did not arrive.
Exactly. You could also say my confirmation email did not arrive. You could say the driver did not arrive at the agreed time.
What about my suitcase has not arrived?
That is also natural. My suitcase has not arrived. Connects the past problem to the present moment. You are still waiting now.
So both sentences can work.
Yes. My suitcase did not arrive is common when you describe what happened at the baggage belt. My suitcase has not arrived is useful when you focus on the fact that the bag is still missing.
Let us practice both. My bag did not arrive with my flight.
My bag has not arrived yet.
My hotel shuttle did not arrive.
My hotel shuttle has not arrived yet.
That difference feels much clearer now.
Good. The next useful pattern is, what does your suitcase look like?
We use what does something look like when we want a physical description.
Correct. You can ask, what does the hotel entrance look like? You can ask, what does the driver look like? You can ask, what does your missing backpack look like?
We should not answer with, I like it.
Right. Look like asks about appearance. Like by itself can ask about preference in a different structure. That difference confuses many learners.
So if someone asks, what does your suitcase look like? I should describe the color and size and special features.
Exactly. You might answer, it is medium-sized and black. It has 2 wheels and a red luggage tag.
Let us give another example. What does your backpack look like?
It is small and green. It has a white stripe across the front and a metal water bottle in the side pocket.
That description would be much more useful than saying it is nice.
Definitely. Specific details help people identify an object quickly.
Another useful question was, does it have any special marks or labels?
This pattern asks about identifying features. You can change the final words to match the situation. Does it have any scratches? Does it have a name tag? Does it have a bright ribbon?
We use does because the subject is it.
Correct. After does we use the base form have. We do not say does it has.
Let us practice. Does it have a lock?
Yes. It has a built-in lock.
Does it have a front pocket?
Yes. It has a large front pocket with a silver zipper.
Does it have your name on it?
Yes. My name is written on the luggage tag.
The traveler also used, I believe it is travelway.
I believe is a useful phrase when you are fairly sure but not completely certain. You can also use I think.
I believe my train leaves from platform 6.
Good. Another example is, I think my booking was made under my family name.
Could I say I am not completely sure, but I believe the flight number is 718.
Yes. That is clear and honest. It helps the other person know that the information may need to be checked.
Then we heard it looks like your suitcase was scanned in Madrid.
It looks like is used when the available information suggests something. It does not claim complete certainty.
It looks like the flight has been delayed.
It looks like our room is not ready yet.
It looks like this train does not stop at the airport.
Those are all natural examples. This pattern is especially useful while looking at a screen or document.
The conversation also included several possibilities. It may still be there. It could also be in the transfer area.
May and could show possibility. They are useful when nobody knows the exact answer yet.
So the staff member did not make a promise.
Exactly. She explained possible locations without pretending to know more than the system showed.
Let us practice. My bag may be on the next flight.
It could be in the baggage service area.
The driver may be waiting at another exit.
The reservation could be under a different name.
The train may leave from another platform.
It could be delayed because of bad weather.
Those sentences sound calm and realistic.
They do. Now let us look at, do you know when I might get it back?
This is a polite way to ask about time.
Yes. Do you know when creates a softer question? The word might also shows that the answer may not be exact.
Could I say, do you know when the next flight might leave?
Yes. You can also say, do you know when the hotel room might be ready?
What about, do you know when the train will arrive?
That is also correct. Will sounds more direct and expects a scheduled answer. Might is useful when the time is uncertain.
Let us make a few more patterns for uncertain travel situations.
You can ask, do you know when I can expect an update? You can ask, when should I check again? You can ask, how long does this usually take?
Those questions help you leave with a plan.
Exactly. During a travel problem, your goal is not only to describe what happened, you also need to understand what happens after the conversation.
Another important sentence was, I have an important meeting tomorrow morning, and my formal clothes are inside the suitcase.
That sentence explains why the problem is urgent. A clear reason can help the staff understand your needs.
Let us create a pattern. I need something because something important is happening.
Good idea. You could say, I need access to my room because my medicine is inside my bag. You could say, I need another ticket because I have a connecting train in 1 hour.
I could also say, I need an update because I am leaving the city tomorrow.
Exactly. Keep the explanation clear and truthful. You do not need to make the story dramatic.
Then we heard, what kind of purchases do you mean?
That is a useful clarification question. Use it when an answer includes a general word that you do not fully understand.
What kind of identification do you mean?
What kind of insurance do you mean?
What kind of receipt do you need?
Those questions help you get specific information without pretending that you already understand.
Another clarification phrase could be, could you give me an example?
Yes. You can also say, could you explain what that includes? Or could you tell me exactly what I need to bring?
Then the staff member used, you should keep every receipt.
Should gives advice. It is not as strong as must. However, in this situation, the advice is very important.
You should keep the report.
You should take a photo of the reference number.
You should update the airline if your hotel changes.
You should keep essential medicine in your hand luggage.
Could we also use need to?
Yes. Need to is stronger because it describes something necessary. You need to show identification. You need to provide a delivery address. You need to keep the reference number.
Let us compare them. You should keep a copy of every document.
That is strong advice.
You need to sign the report before leaving.
That is a necessary step.
That difference will help learners sound more accurate.
Definitely. Another practical question was, can the suitcase be delivered directly to the hotel?
Can be delivered is passive.
Yes. The focus is on the suitcase and the result. We do not need to say who will deliver it because the airline or delivery service is already understood.
Can the ticket be changed online?
Can the room be cleaned before noon?
Can the damaged bag be repaired?
Can the refund be sent to my bank account?
Those are useful service questions.
Very useful. The passive form often appears in travel situations because travelers care about what can happen to an object or reservation.
The conversation also used, once we locate it, we can normally arrange delivery.
Once means after something happens. The delivery can be arranged after the suitcase is located.
Once the room is ready, we will call you.
Once the train arrives, you can board through the front door.
Once I receive the confirmation, I will complete the payment.
Good. This pattern helps explain the order of future events.
Another future structure was, we will contact you as soon as we have more information.
As soon as means immediately after something happens. It creates a clear connection between two future events.
I will call you as soon as I arrive at the hotel.
We will send the document as soon as it is ready.
I will update the address as soon as I know where I am staying.
Excellent. Notice that after as soon as we normally use the present form, even when we are talking about the future.
So we say, as soon as I arrive. We do not need to say, as soon as I will arrive.
Correct. The future meaning is already clear from the first part of the sentence.
We also heard, if your suitcase arrives after you leave the first hotel, then we will need the new delivery location.
That is a real future condition. The possible event comes after if. The result uses will.
If my bag arrives tonight, then the hotel will accept it.
If the airline finds the suitcase, then they will contact you.
If I change hotels, then I will update the address.
Very good. These sentences are practical because travel plans often depend on new information.
The traveler said, I was afraid I would need to return to the airport.
I was afraid is a natural way to describe a worry that you had. It can also introduce something that you believed might happen.
I was afraid I would miss the connection.
I was afraid the hotel had lost my reservation.
I was afraid I would have to buy another ticket.
Those examples sound natural and emotional, without becoming too dramatic.
The staff member then said, make sure your name and contact details and hotel address are correct.
Make sure is a very useful instruction. It means check carefully so that something is correct or complete.
Make sure you keep the reference number.
Make sure your phone number is correct.
Make sure you understand the airline policy.
Make sure you save every receipt.
That expression works in almost every travel situation.
It does. You can use it before a flight. Make sure your passport is still valid. You can use it at a hotel. Make sure the dates on your reservation are correct.
Near the end, the traveler said, I will take a photo of it as well, in case I lose the paper.
In case introduces a possible future problem and a preparation for that problem.
I will save the hotel address, in case my phone loses service.
I will carry some cash in case my card does not work.
I will download the map in case I cannot connect to the internet.
I will keep the receipt in case I need to make a claim.
That is one of my favorite travel structures because it encourages preparation without creating fear.
Exactly. In case does not mean that the problem will definitely happen. It means that you are ready if it does happen.
The traveler also said, I do not want to create another problem while solving this one.
That sentence was a little humorous, but also very sensible. While shows that two actions are happening during the same period,
I checked the flight status while waiting for my coffee.
I completed the report while the staff member searched for the bag.
I called the hotel while walking toward the taxi area.
Very good. Be careful while moving through a busy airport. Clear English is useful, but looking where you are going is also useful.
Especially when my luggage feels like a washing machine.
That suitcase may become part of every story you tell.
It probably will. Let us do a short speaking practice. I will be the traveler, and you can guide me.
Sounds good. Your suitcase does not appear on the baggage belt. Begin the conversation.
Excuse me. I need some help. My suitcase has not arrived.
Good. Now give your flight information.
I was on flight 310 from Rome.
Describe your suitcase.
It is a medium-sized black suitcase. It has 4 wheels and a bright green luggage tag.
Explain why you need it urgently.
My medicine is in the suitcase and I need it tonight.
Good. Ask when you can expect an update.
Do you know when I might receive more information?
Excellent. Ask whether the bag can be delivered.
Can the suitcase be delivered directly to my hotel?
Very natural. Ask what you should do if nothing changes.
What should I do if there is no update by tomorrow morning?
Perfect. That short practice included the complete path from problem to solution.
Let us try another common travel problem while keeping the same language pattern. This time, my hotel reservation is missing.
Begin with a simple sentence.
Excuse me. I need some help. The hotel cannot find my reservation.
Give the important information.
I booked the room online 3 weeks ago. I have the confirmation email on my phone.
Ask a useful question.
Could you check whether the reservation is under my family name?
Explain why the situation is urgent.
I have been traveling all day, and I need a place to stay tonight.
Ask about possible solutions.
Is there another room available? Could the booking be under a different name?
Very good. Even though the problem changed, the communication pattern remained similar.
Start clearly. Give useful details. Explain what you need. Ask what happens next.
Exactly. Let us try a delayed train.
Excuse me. Could you help me? My train has been delayed and I may miss my connection.
Show your ticket.
Here is my ticket. I am traveling to Vienna and my connecting train leaves in 40 minutes.
Ask about your options.
Can I use this ticket on a later train? Do I need a new reservation?
Ask where to go.
Which platform should I use if I take the later service?
Excellent. These examples show that you do not need a completely different language system for every travel problem.
A few strong patterns can help in many places.
Let us collect them in a natural sequence. First say, "Excuse me, I need some help."
Then, describe the problem. My suitcase did not arrive. The hotel cannot find my reservation. My train has been delayed.
Next, give the essential details. I was on flight 718. I booked the room online. I have a connecting train in 40 minutes.
Then ask for the next action. What do I need to do now?
Ask about the time. When can I expect an update?
Ask about alternatives. Is there another option?
Ask what happens if the problem continues. What should I do if there is no update tomorrow?
Finally, confirm everything. Could you read the details back to me? Can I have a copy of the report?
That is a complete problem-solving conversation in clear, everyday English.
I think learners sometimes believe that confidence means speaking very quickly.
Real confidence often means slowing down. It means choosing a simple sentence. It means listening carefully to the answer. It also means asking another question when something is unclear.
So during a travel problem, I can pause before speaking.
Yes. Take one breath. Decide what the main problem is. Say that first. Then add the details one step at a time.
I can also repeat important information to make sure I understood.
Exactly. You can say, "So the bag will be delivered to my hotel." Is that correct? You can say, "So I should call again tomorrow morning." Is that right?
That pattern helps prevent misunderstandings.
It does. You can also ask, "Could you write that down for me?" Or "Could you show me where that information is on the form?"
Those questions are helpful when the airport is noisy or the speaker talks quickly.
Never feel embarrassed about asking someone to repeat. You can say, "Could you say that again more slowly?" You can say, "I understood the first part, but could you repeat the phone number?"
That sounds more specific than simply saying what.
Yes. Specific requests make communication easier. They also show that you are listening.
Let us end this practice with a calm response pattern.
Good idea. When someone explains the solution, you can say, "I understand. Thank you for explaining that."
If you still need clarification, you can say, "I understand most of it, but I have one more question."
If the solution works for you, Then you can say, that sounds like a good plan.
If you need time to check something, you can say, please give me a moment while I find the information.
These expressions keep the conversation cooperative. That matters because both people are working toward the same goal.
So the real lesson is not only how to talk about a missing suitcase,
It is how to manage a travel problem with clear language and a calm mind. You explain what happened. You provide useful details. You ask for action. You confirm the plan.
and once those patterns become familiar, they can help at airports and hotels and stations and many other places.
Exactly. The language becomes even stronger when you hear different natural expressions for the same idea and practice using them in small, realistic situations.
There is something I have noticed about travel problems. The first sentence that enters your mind is not always the sentence that helps you most.
That is true. Your first thought may be, "This is a disaster." Your useful sentence may be, "Excuse me. Could you help me understand what happened?"
The first sentence belongs in your head. The second sentence belongs at the service desk.
Exactly. Natural English does not mean saying every emotion immediately. It means choosing language that fits the moment and helps the conversation move forward.
Let us look at a few different ways to begin when your suitcase does not arrive.
You can say, "My suitcase did not arrive with my flight."
You can say, "My bag has not come out on the baggage belt."
You can say, "I waited until the belt stopped, but my suitcase never appeared."
You can also say, "I think my bag may be delayed."
All of those sound natural. The best choice depends on how much information you already have.
"My bag has vanished from the face of the earth" sounds a little less useful.
It sounds dramatic. It may be perfect for telling the story to your friends later. It is not the best opening at the baggage desk.
I can already imagine myself saying it after a long flight.
Then take one breath before you speak. Replace the dramatic sentence with a practical sentence.
"My suitcase did not arrive." That is much better.
Yes. Another natural expression is, "My bag is nowhere to be seen."
What does "nowhere to be seen" mean?
It means that you looked for something but could not see it anywhere. It is common in everyday conversation.
"I waited beside the belt for 30 minutes, but my bag was nowhere to be seen."
Very natural. You could also say, "The airport shuttle was nowhere to be seen when I left the terminal."
That expression carries a little emotion, but it is still clear.
Exactly. Another phrase is, "It never showed up."
"My suitcase never showed up."
Yes. Show up means arrive or appear. It is casual and very common in spoken English.
"The driver never showed up."
My confirmation email never showed up.
"The replacement bag never showed up at the hotel."
Good. In a formal report, you may hear "did not arrive." In conversation, you may hear "never showed up."
Let us imagine that the baggage service employee gives me a very general answer. She says your bag may arrive later.
You can politely ask for more detail. You might say, "Could you tell me what later usually means?"
That sounds useful because later could mean 1 hour or 3 days.
Exactly. You can also say, "Do you have an estimated arrival time?"
Estimated means the time is not completely certain.
Correct. It is the best guess based on the available information.
Could I ask when is the earliest it might arrive?
Yes, that is natural. You can also ask, "When should I check the status again?"
I like that question because it gives me something practical to do.
Travel conversations become easier when every question has a purpose. You are trying to understand the situation. You are trying to learn the next step. You are trying to protect yourself from confusion later.
Another expression I often hear is, "What are my options?"
That is one of the best questions in a difficult situation. It asks the other person to explain the available choices.
"My flight has been canceled." What are my options?
My suitcase is delayed and I need clothes for tomorrow. What are my options?
The hotel cannot find my reservation. What are my options?
That phrase is direct. It is also polite when you use a calm tone.
Sometimes travelers are too polite and accept the first answer even when they do not understand it.
Yes. Politeness does not require you to leave confused. You can say, I understand that the bag is delayed, but I am not sure what I should do tonight.
You can also say thank you for explaining. I still have one question.
Exactly. That sentence keeps the conversation friendly and gives you space to continue.
Let us try a small role play. My bag is missing and you are working at the service desk.
All right. Tell me what happened.
Excuse me. My suitcase never showed up on the baggage belt.
I am sorry about that. Which flight were you on?
I was on flight 540 from Lisbon. I waited until the belt stopped and everyone left.
Do you have your baggage claim ticket?
Yes. Here it is. Could you check whether the bag was placed on another flight?
I can check the tracking information. Please give me a moment.
Of course. I also need to mention that I am leaving this city tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you for telling me. We will need the address of your next hotel.
I do not have the exact address yet. Can I update the report later?
Yes. You can update it online or call the number on the form.
Great. When should I check the status again?
Check it in. We will also contact you if we receive an update before then.
Thank you. One more thing. What are my options if the bag does not arrive before I leave?
We can arrange delivery to your next destination once you provide the new address.
That is clear. Could I have a copy of the report before I go?
Certainly. I will print one and send another copy to your email.
That felt realistic. I did not sound angry, but I still asked several important questions.
You also gave information before the employee had to ask for it. You explained that you were leaving the city. That detail could affect the delivery.
Good communication is not only answering questions, it is also noticing which facts matter.
Exactly. Let us look at another natural phrase. I just want to make sure.
That phrase is useful when confirming information.
Yes? You can say, I just want to make sure the suitcase will be delivered to my hotel.
I just want to make sure I do not need to return to the airport.
I just want to make sure this reference number is correct.
It sounds softer than saying, tell me again.
It does. It shows that you are checking a detail, rather than accusing the other person of making a mistake.
Another useful phrase is just to be clear.
That phrase introduces a summary or a confirmation. You can say, just to be clear, I should keep the receipts and submit them online.
Just to be clear, the airline will contact me by email and text message.
Just to be clear, I can buy essential items, but I should avoid expensive purchases without approval.
That expression would help a lot when I am tired.
Yes. When your mind feels full, it is helpful to repeat the plan in your own words.
Sometimes the employee may speak very quickly. What can I say without feeling embarrassed?
You can say, could you explain that a little more slowly?
Could you repeat the last part?
I understood the first step, but could you say the phone number again?
Could you write that down for me?
Those are all natural. Strong speakers ask for clarification when they need it.
A confused smile is not a communication strategy.
It is friendly, but it does not solve the problem.
I have used that strategy before. I smiled and nodded. Then I walked away with no idea what had just happened.
Many learners have done that. Sometimes native speakers do it too.
That makes me feel better.
The better habit is to stop the conversation politely. You can say, sorry, I want to make sure I understood.
Then I repeat what I think the person said.
Exactly. You might say, "So I need to complete this form and bring it back to this desk." Is that correct?
That final question gives the employee a chance to correct me.
Yes. It turns listening into an active process.
Let us make the role play a little more challenging. This time, the employee cannot find any information about my suitcase.
That happens sometimes. Begin when you are ready.
Excuse me. I reported my suitcase missing earlier today. I am checking whether there is any new information.
May I have your reference number?
Yes. Here it is.
I am sorry. The system does not show any new scan yet.
I understand. Do you know when the next flight from Madrid arrives?
The next flight arrives late this evening.
Is it possible that my suitcase could be on that flight?
It is possible, but we cannot confirm it yet.
All right. When would be a good time to check again?
You can check the online system tomorrow morning.
I need basic clothes for a meeting. Could you explain what essential purchases the airline may cover?
You may buy basic clothing and personal care items. Keep all receipts and avoid expensive items unless you receive approval.
Just to be clear, I can buy what I reasonably need for tomorrow and submit the receipts later.
That is correct.
Could you also add a note that I need the suitcase urgently for work?
Yes. I can add that to your report.
Thank you. I know you cannot control when the bag arrives. I appreciate your help.
That was excellent. You stayed realistic. You did not demand a promise that the employee could not make.
I also separated the person from the problem.
That is an important life skill. The employee did not personally send your suitcase to the wrong place.
Even if my tired brain wants to blame the nearest person wearing a uniform.
Your tired brain needs water and a chair.
And perhaps a sandwich.
Definitely a sandwich.
Let us talk about a funny travel mistake that happened to me before I learned to identify my suitcase properly.
I have been waiting for this story.
I had a plain black suitcase that looked exactly like hundreds of other suitcases. After a long flight, I saw it on the baggage belt. I picked it up and walked toward the exit, feeling very efficient.
That already sounds dangerous.
The suitcase felt slightly heavier than usual. I told myself that I had probably packed too many snacks.
A reasonable explanation for you.
Then, I noticed a bright pink luggage tag on the handle.
Did your suitcase have a bright pink luggage tag?
No. Mine had no tag at all. I stopped immediately and looked at the name. The suitcase belonged to someone named Margaret.
You nearly began a new life with Margaret's luggage.
Apparently, Margaret packed very heavily. I carried the suitcase back to the belt and placed it exactly where I found it.
Did you find your own suitcase?
Yes. It came around about 1 minute later. It looked almost identical.
What did you learn from that experience?
First, I learned to check the luggage tag before leaving the baggage area. Second, I learned to add something easy to recognize. Third, I learned that Margaret travels with a very heavy suitcase.
That final lesson may be less useful, but it is memorable.
Now I use a bright strap around my suitcase. It helps me identify the bag quickly.
That story gives us another natural phrase. I picked up the wrong bag by mistake.
By mistake means that the action was accidental.
Exactly. You might say another passenger took my suitcase by mistake.
I entered the wrong terminal by mistake.
I booked the room for the wrong date by mistake.
I left my passport in the hotel safe by mistake.
That last one can create a very stressful taxi ride back to the hotel.
Especially when you remember it halfway to the airport.
Another expression is mix something up. It means confuse one thing with another.
I mixed up the departure time and the boarding time.
The hotel mixed up our room numbers.
I think another passenger mixed up our suitcases.
Very good. You can also say there seems to be a mix-up.
There seems to be a mix-up with my baggage.
There seems to be a mix-up with my reservation.
That sounds polite, because it describes the problem without blaming anyone immediately.
Exactly. It is useful when you know something is wrong, but you do not yet know why.
Let us compare a few emotional reactions with calmer alternatives.
Good idea. A traveler might want to say, "This is unbelievable."
A calmer option is, "I am surprised, because I confirmed the details yesterday."
A traveler might want to say, "Nobody is helping me."
A clearer option is, "I have spoken to 2 people, but I still do not understand what I should do."
A traveler might want to say, "You lost my suitcase."
A more useful option is, "My suitcase did not arrive and I need help locating it."
The calmer sentences include facts. Facts give the other person something they can act on.
Emotions are real, but facts create a path toward a solution.
Exactly. You can still express your feelings naturally. You can say, "I am worried because my medicine is inside."
I am frustrated because I have already waited for several hours.
I am concerned because I am leaving tomorrow.
Those sentences explain the feeling and the reason.
That makes them more useful than shouting one emotional word.
What if the employee offers a solution that does not work for me?
You can disagree politely. Say, "I understand the suggestion, but that may be difficult because I am leaving tonight."
Or, "I appreciate the option, but I do not have transportation back to the airport."
Exactly. Then ask for an alternative. Is there another solution? Could the bag be delivered instead?
Let us practice that.
The airline can keep your suitcase at the airport for collection.
I understand. That may be difficult because I will be in another city tomorrow. Could it be delivered to my next hotel instead?
Yes. We can update the delivery address.
That is polite but firm.
Firm means clear and confident. It does not mean rude.
Many learners think they must choose between being polite and protecting their needs.
You can do both. Use a calm voice. State the difficulty. Ask for another option.
I understand, but this does not solve the problem for me.
That sentence can be useful when spoken respectfully. You can continue with, "Could we look at another option?"
What about, "I am afraid that will not work for me"?
That is softer and very natural. You could say, "I am afraid I will not be at that hotel after tomorrow."
I am afraid I cannot return to the airport tonight.
I am afraid I do not have the document you mentioned.
The phrase "I am afraid" does not mean fear in those examples.
Correct? It is a polite way to introduce disappointing information or disagreement.
Another phrase I like is there anything else I need to do?"
That is an excellent closing question. It helps you make sure the process is complete.
Is there anything else you need from me?
Do I need to complete any other forms?
Should I contact the hotel before the delivery arrives?
When should I follow up if I do not receive a message?
These questions help prevent a second problem.
Yes. Then you can close with, "Thank you for explaining everything."
Or, "Thank you for your patience."
Or, "I appreciate your help."
Even after a stressful conversation, a respectful ending feels good.
It also helps you leave with a clear mind. You know what happened? You know what the staff member will do. You know what you need to do.
Let us build one final natural conversation from beginning to end. This time, I will use several expressions we have practiced.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. There seems to be a mix-up with my suitcase. My bag never showed up on the baggage belt.
I am sorry to hear that. May I see your boarding pass and baggage claim ticket?
Of course. Here they are. I was on flight 260 from Athens.
Thank you. What does the suitcase look like?
It is a large gray suitcase with 4 wheels. It has an orange strap around the middle, and my name is written on the handle.
I cannot see a new scan in the system yet. The bag may arrive on a later flight.
I understand. Do you have an estimated arrival time?
We may have more information this evening.
All right. I just want to make sure I understand the process. You will create a report and contact me when the bag is located.
That is correct.
I am leaving this hotel tomorrow morning. Can I update the delivery address online?
Yes. Use the reference number on your report.
I also need basic clothing tonight. Could you explain what purchases may be covered?
You can buy reasonable, essential items. Keep every receipt.
Just to be clear, I should avoid expensive purchases unless I receive approval.
Correct.
What should I do if there is no update tomorrow?
Call the baggage service number and give them your reference number.
Thank you. Is there anything else I need to do before I leave?
Please check your contact information and sign the report.
Everything looks correct. I appreciate your help.
That conversation was calm and complete. It included the problem and the description, and the practical questions, and the final confirmation.
It also sounded like real spoken English, rather than a memorized speech.
That is the goal. Do not memorize every word. Remember the communication path.
Begin clearly.
Give the facts.
Explain your needs.
Ask about options.
Confirm the plan.
Keep the documents.
And check the luggage tag before walking away with Margaret's suitcase.
That may be the most important lesson of the day.
I think Margaret would agree.
These expressions become easier when you connect them with real situations. The next time something goes wrong during a trip, you may still feel tired or worried. But your mind will have a few calm sentences ready.
And those calm sentences can turn a confusing moment into a conversation with a clear direction.
Exactly. A travel problem may not disappear immediately, but you can understand it better. You can protect your needs. You can make a plan. You can continue your journey with more confidence.
When I think about the travel problems I have experienced, I notice that the difficult part was not always the problem itself. Sometimes the hardest part was the feeling that I had lost control.
That feeling is very common. Travel places us in unfamiliar spaces. We may not know the rules. We may not understand the signs. We may also be tired and surrounded by people who speak quickly.
I remember one evening when my train was canceled after a long day of travel. I stood under the departure screen and felt completely stuck.
What did you do first?
At first, I did nothing useful. I stared at the screen and hoped the word canceled would somehow change.
That is a very human reaction.
Then I took a breath and asked an employee one clear question. What are my options?
That question probably changed the whole situation.
It did. The employee explained that I could take another train from a nearby station. I needed to use the same ticket and travel 2 stops on a local service first.
Was the explanation easy to understand?
Not immediately. The station was noisy, and the employee spoke quickly. I asked him to repeat the name of the local station. Then I wrote it in my phone.
That was a strong decision. You did not pretend to understand. You checked the one detail that mattered most.
Before that experience, I thought confident travelers always knew what to do. After that experience, I understood something different.
What did you understand?
Confident travelers do not know everything. They know how to pause and ask and confirm.
Exactly. Confidence is not a perfect plan. Confidence is the ability to respond when the plan changes.
That lesson helped me later when my hotel could not find a reservation. I felt the same moment of panic. This time, I did not let the panic lead the conversation.
How did you begin?
I said there seems to be a problem with my reservation. I have the confirmation email here. Could you check the booking number again?
Clear facts and a clear request.
Yes. The employee discovered that my family name had been entered incorrectly. The room was still available. The problem was solved in a few minutes.
That story shows why simple language works so well. You did not need to explain your entire journey. You gave the information that helped the employee search.
I also learned to keep important documents in more than one place.
That is a practical habit that can reduce stress before a problem even begins.
I save travel documents on my phone. I also send copies to my email. For important trips, I keep one paper copy in my hand luggage.
That preparation is useful because phones can lose power. Internet service can fail. A paper copy can become surprisingly valuable.
Especially when the hotel internet decides to take its own holiday.
Technology sometimes needs more rest than the traveler.
Another lesson came from the suitcase story. I used to pack everything important in one large bag.
Then the missing bag changed your packing habits.
Definitely. Now I keep medicine and travel documents and one clean shirt in my hand luggage. I also carry a small toothbrush and the basic items I may need during the first night.
That does not prevent delayed baggage. It makes the delay easier to manage.
Exactly. I cannot control where the airline sends my suitcase. I can control what I keep close to me.
That is a powerful way to think about travel problems. Separate what you can control from what you cannot control.
I cannot control bad weather.
You can check updates and arrive with enough time.
I cannot control a canceled flight.
You can ask about alternatives and keep your documents ready.
I cannot control every mistake in a hotel system.
You can save the confirmation and speak clearly at the desk.
I cannot guarantee that my suitcase will arrive.
You can label it well and keep essential items in your hand luggage.
That way of thinking feels calmer. It gives me something useful to do.
It also helps with English. When you focus on the next action, you do not need to create a perfect speech. You only need the next sentence.
The next sentence may be, "Could you help me?"
Then it may be, "Here is my confirmation."
Then what are my options?
Then just to be clear, "This is what I should do."
Those sentences create a path.
Yes, they guide you from confusion to information and from information to action.
I think many learners feel embarrassed when they cannot understand travel staff.
That embarrassment can become another problem. It may stop them from asking for repetition.
I have felt that I worried that the employee would think my English was poor.
But asking for clarification is a normal part of communication. Even fluent speakers ask people to repeat things in noisy airports.
So instead of judging myself, I can focus on the message.
Exactly. You can say, "Could you repeat the platform number?" You can say, "Could you write the address down?" You can say, "I want to make sure I understood correctly."
One specific question is often better than saying, "I do not understand anything."
Yes. Tell the speaker which part you need. That makes the next answer easier for both people.
Could you repeat the departure time?
Could you explain the delivery process again?
Could you show me where the reference number is?
Could you say the hotel name more slowly?
These are small sentences, but they can protect an entire trip.
They can also build confidence, because each successful question becomes evidence that you can handle real-life English.
That is important. Confidence does not appear before practice. It grows from practice.
Exactly. You may feel nervous the first time. You speak anyway. Then you notice that the other person understands. Your mind learns that you can manage the situation.
What is a good way to practice before traveling?
Start with one problem. Do not try to learn every possible travel situation in one day.
Let us use delayed baggage as the example.
First, practice one opening sentence. My suitcase did not arrive with my flight.
Then practice the key details. It is a large, dark blue suitcase with a yellow ribbon.
Then practice one urgent need. My work clothes are inside and I need them tomorrow morning.
Then practice 2 questions. When can I expect an update? Can the bag be delivered to my hotel?
Finally, practice 1 confirmation. Just to be clear, you will contact me when the suitcase is located.
That is a complete practice routine with only a few sentences.
Repeat it several times. Change the suitcase color. Change the hotel address. Change the reason that you need the bag.
I can imagine the scene while I speak.
That helps a lot. Picture the airport desk. Picture the employee asking questions. Picture yourself breathing slowly and answering clearly.
Should learners memorize the whole conversation from earlier?
They can listen to it many times. They do not need to memorize every line. It is better to remember the useful pattern and adapt it.
Problem and details, and needs and options and confirmation.
Exactly. That pattern can support many common travel problems.
Let us apply it to a missed connection.
State the problem.
My flight arrived late, and I missed my connecting flight.
Give the details.
I was traveling from Madrid to Rome, and then from Rome to Athens.
Explain the need.
I need to arrive in Athens before tomorrow afternoon.
Ask about options.
What are my options? Is there another flight tonight?
Confirm the plan.
Just to be clear, I will take the morning flight, and the airline will provide a hotel room tonight.
Very good. Now, let us apply the same pattern to a hotel room problem.
The air conditioning in my room is not working.
Add the details.
The room is very warm, and I have already tried the control beside the bed.
Explain the need.
I need a quiet room where I can sleep tonight.
Ask for an option.
Could someone check it? If it cannot be repaired, then is another room available?
Confirm the solution.
Just to be clear, someone will come to the room in about 20 minutes.
Excellent. The topic changes, but the communication path stays familiar.
That makes travel English feel smaller and more manageable.
Exactly. You do not need hundreds of perfect sentences. You need a small group of flexible sentences that can work in different situations.
There is another part of travel problems that we have not discussed much. It is the story we tell ourselves after something goes wrong.
That story can affect the rest of the journey.
If I say this trip is ruined, then every small difficulty may feel like proof that I am right.
But you could say this is frustrating and I am dealing with it one step at a time.
That sentence feels honest. It does not pretend that everything is wonderful.
A calm mindset is not false happiness. It is the decision to focus on what helps.
My suitcase is delayed. That is the problem. My entire life is not delayed.
Exactly. You still have choices. You can ask for help. You can buy essential items. You can update your address. You can continue with part of your plan.
Sometimes the travel problem even becomes the story we remember most.
That is true. People often remember the unexpected train ride, or the kind hotel employee, or the stranger who helped them find the correct bus.
A problem can reveal how capable we are.
It can also show us that asking for help is not weakness. Travel depends on cooperation.
The employee helps us understand the system. We provide clear information. Together, we find the next step.
That is why respect matters. Calm language protects the relationship during a stressful moment.
Let us make a short recap that listeners can carry into a real trip.
When a problem appears, pause before speaking.
Begin with one clear sentence.
Give the most useful facts.
Explain any urgent need honestly.
Ask what your options are.
Ask when you should expect an update.
Confirm the plan in your own words.
Keep reports and receipts and reference numbers.
Ask for repetition whenever you need it.
Prepare what you can before the journey.
Accept that some things will remain outside your control.
And do not let one problem decide the emotional direction of the whole trip.
Exactly. You are allowed to feel disappointed. Then take one useful action.
For anyone listening who feels nervous about using English while traveling, I want to say something important.
Go ahead.
You do not have to sound like a native speaker to solve a real travel problem. You only have to be understandable and patient and willing to continue the conversation.
Your accent is not a problem. A pause is not a failure. Asking someone to repeat is not a sign that you should stop speaking.
Every time you ask a question in English, you are building a real skill.
Every time you understand one answer, you are strengthening your listening.
Every time you calmly explain a problem, you are teaching your mind that English can support you in daily life.
That is where confidence comes from. It grows through small, real experiences.
You may begin with a quiet voice.
That is fine.
You may need to check your notes.
That is fine too.
You may forget a word and describe it in another way.
That is communication. Keep going.
I like that. Keep going.
Yes. The goal is not to perform perfectly. The goal is to connect and understand and move forward.
When the trip becomes difficult, I can remember 3 things. Breathe. Explain. Confirm.
That is a beautiful, simple summary.
Breathe, so the problem does not control my voice.
Explain so the other person understands what happened.
Confirm, so I know what will happen next.
And after that, give yourself credit. You handled a difficult moment in another language.
That deserves more than a tired sandwich at the airport.
It deserves the sandwich and perhaps a peaceful cup of tea.
I will accept both.
Good. Carry these expressions with you as useful tools. They may stay quiet in your memory for a long time. Then one day, a train may be canceled or a suitcase may be delayed, and the right sentence will appear.
Excuse me, I need some help.
That simple beginning can open the door to a solution.
And once the solution begins to appear, the journey feels possible again.
Exactly. A travel problem is only one moment in a much larger adventure. You can face that moment with clear English and a calm mind and growing confidence.
Before we finish today, I want you to imagine your next journey. You arrive in a new place, and something unexpected happens. Your flight is delayed. Your reservation is missing. Your suitcase does not appear. For a moment, you feel nervous.
Then you remember that you do not need a perfect speech. You only need one calm sentence.
Excuse me, I need some help.
From that simple beginning, you can explain the facts. You can ask clear questions. You can understand your options. You can confirm what will happen next.
The travel problem may still be frustrating, but you are no longer standing there without direction.
You have useful English. You have a plan. You also have the confidence to continue even when you do not understand everything immediately.
Today, we followed one missing suitcase from the empty baggage belt to the service desk. We learned how to describe a bag. We learned how to explain an urgent need. We learned how to ask about delivery and essential purchases and future updates.
We also learned something larger than travel vocabulary. We learned that calm communication can make a difficult experience easier.
Remember our simple guide. Breathe. Explain. Confirm.
Breathe before the emotion controls the conversation.
Explain the main problem with simple words.
Confirm the solution so you know exactly what to do.
You can also remember a few useful questions. What are my options? When can I expect an update? Is there anything else I need to do?
Those questions can help you at an airport or a hotel or a station. They are short. They are flexible. They sound natural in real life.
Practice them aloud after this episode. Imagine that you are standing at the baggage desk. Describe your own suitcase. Give your hotel address. Ask when the bag can be delivered.
Then change the situation. Imagine that your train is canceled. Imagine that your hotel cannot find your booking. Keep the same calm pattern and adapt the details.
This is how English becomes part of your life. You listen. You repeat. You imagine. Then one day you use the language in a real moment.
Do not worry if your voice feels uncertain at first. Courage does not always sound loud. Sometimes courage sounds like a quiet person saying, "Could you repeat that more slowly?"
Every question you ask is progress.
Every answer you understand is progress.
Every travel problem that you manage in English becomes proof that you are more capable than you thought.
So keep practicing English with patience. Give yourself time. Let simple sentences become familiar. Let familiar sentences become natural.
And please remember to check the name on the suitcase before leaving the airport.
Margaret will be grateful.
I will never forget Margaret or her incredibly heavy luggage.
Neither will our listeners.
Thank you for spending this time with us on the Daily English Podcast. We hope this English listening practice helped you feel calmer and more prepared for common travel problems.
If this episode was useful, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That support helps more English learners discover our conversations.
You can also leave a comment and tell us which travel problem you would find the most difficult. Would it be delayed baggage, or a canceled flight, or a missing hotel reservation?
Writing a short comment in English is another simple way to practice. Do not wait for a perfect sentence. Share your idea and let your confidence grow.
Keep listening to real-life English. Keep speaking even when you need time to think. Keep asking questions when something is not clear.
Your English does not need to be perfect before you travel. It only needs to help you connect and understand and move forward.
Wherever your next journey takes you, we hope it brings kind people and beautiful memories and perhaps a suitcase that arrives exactly where it should.
Travel safely. Stay curious. Trust the English that you have practiced.
We will be here to practice with you again.
Until then, keep learning and keep speaking, and enjoy every step of your journey.